The best local app for your phone or tablet is Crossroads Today.
Now on Sunrise and streaming on crossroadstoday.com, a family tells the importance of fire precautions and preparedness after their nursery home caught fire over the weekend. And the city of Chesapeake held a vigil Monday evening to honor the victims killed in a mass shooting at a Walmart. Plus, Mauna Loa, the world's largest active volcano, has erupted in Hawaii for the first time in nearly 4 decades.
Look on the outside, once again, we're down at Port Lavaca at the Nautical Landing Marina. We're seeing the bay is pretty calm this morning, cloudy skies. Big temperature changes over the next 24 hours. Get ready to get your sweaters out again, I'll tell you that much. We'll give you details coming up in your forecast.
There are only 5 remaining teams from the Crossroads area still in the hunt to bring home a state title. We have a preview of a few of them in sports.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Carolina Astrain. Today is the 29th day of November 2022 and the time is now 6:32 on your Tuesday morning. And today on this day in 1929, American pioneer aviator Richard E. Byrd flew over the South Pole. Let's turn to First Warn Storm Team meteorologist Trey Mining with a look at our forecast. Good morning, Trey.
Good morning, Carolina. Take a look at the current conditions. This is a live view, by the way, from the Victoria College Emerging Technology Complex. Temperature 74. Nope, that's not a typo. That is the actual temperature on the outside. That's not characteristic of a day in late November or early December by a long shot, but that'll be changing somewhat. So the winds are 10 miles per hour currently. They'll be changing as well, increasing in velocity. Some pretty good amount of patchy fog along the immediate coast, sea fog coming in from the Gulf of Mexico and hugging the bays around here, San Antonio and Matagorda Bay. And a little more patchy fog up there near Gonzales and Nixon. So be careful driving out there currently. No advisories in effect, but there'll be some areas that have some lower visibilities and a little patchiness in the foggy conditions, especially along the coast as we work throughout the rest of the day. 9 a.m. is still along the coastal zones and lasting to about 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Then in the evening, it tries to work its way back up to the north, coming up about 8 o'clock in the evening for your day on Tuesday. But notice as we get through to your Wednesday morning, here comes the front, pushes it all back out in the Gulf of Mexico again. So we have the dry air working in behind the front and cooler temperatures to follow. Definitely looking at that. Let's go back one here if we can. Here we go. Here's the big picture. Looks like maybe a few rain showers trying to pop up there near Edna Inez. And looking at the satellite and radar composite, nothing too dramatic out there. Cloudy skies, part of cloudy skies, areas of fog this morning. Front to the north, make its way into the early morning hours of your Wednesday into the Crossroads region. Temperatures taking a tumble. How cold will they be? When's the next rain chance? We'll take a look at that coming up in the full forecast to come. Carolina?
A man who escaped while being detained by police over the weekend is in custody. Gilbert Dominguez Jr. of Yoakum was located and arrested in Coro without incident. Dominguez ran off while being detained for being in possession of a stolen vehicle and cocaine. An arrest warrant was issued for charges of escaping police custody, possession of stolen property, and manufacture and delivery of a controlled substance. A woman is in the hospital in stable condition after being shot early Saturday. Edna police responded to the scene at 817 Northeast Street. Edna Police Chief Rick Boone told the Jackson County Herald Tribune the woman had barricaded herself in the bathroom and she said her husband was trying to kill her. Chief Boone said when officers arrived, the woman said the man had taken his own life. A home and nursery may be a loss after a fire there over the weekend. The Clark family who owned the home says they stopped by H-E-B to grab a few items and return to their home up in flames. The fire happened around 3 p.m. Sunday near nursery. Nursery Fire Department worked with the Victoria fire crews to stop the flames. No one was home when the fire started. The family says the fire is just like any other setback.
But we've been through worse, to be honest. This is just another step along the way, and you just deal with it. We've got good family, good friends around us to support us and help us through this, and it's not easy. It's not something you want to come home to, but it is what it is, and you make the most of it.
The Clarks advise the community to keep insurance up to date and keep all important forms in a fireproof box. Though they took these precautions, they say there is no true preparation for losing a home. The nursery fire department was actively investigating Monday afternoon. The family says the house could be a structural loss, but the fire department should have some confirmation soon. A community in Virginia is coming together after last week's mass shooting at a Walmart. The city of Chesapeake gathered Monday night to pay tribute to the 6 Walmart employees killed in the shooting. Hundreds came out to light candles and share words of encouragement, song, and prayer. Police say the victims, aged 16 to 70, were gunned down by a store manager who died of an apparent self-inflicted gunshot wound. Hawaii's Mauna Loa is erupting after nearly 40 years. State emergency officials say there's no threat to communities living downhill, but shelters are open for residents who have decided on their own to evacuate. While lava is not posing an immediate threat, falling ash could affect people with breathing problems and has already caused flight disruptions. The White House all decked out for the holidays. This year's theme, We the People, was chosen by First Lady Jill Biden to remind the nation that we are stronger in community than we are apart. The holiday decor includes 77 Christmas trees, a gingerbread White House, and more than 83,000 holiday lights. Okay, get your cell phone and scan this QR code. It's our quick response code to download the Crossroads Today app. You can get breaking news alerts, vote in our viewer poll, get the latest news, weather, and sports, and learn all about our ongoing contest right there on the app. Submit those news tips and photos. And the time is now 6:37 on your Tuesday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on 25 News Now Sunrise. A small business owner here in Victoria had his trailer stolen, and so far, no word on where it's at.
President Biden is stepping in once again to avoid a national rail strike. I'm Micah Jacci reporting in Washington. Coming up, what Congress plans to do to avert a crippling blow to the economy.
A lot of dry air in the crossroads you see right here. Moving on out, becoming more unstable air atmosphere here that's conducive for rainfall. A big change is the front headed our way. We'll give you the details on that and the temperature drop coming up.
I'm David Zalman, CEO of Prosperity Bank. People ask how we've grown from a single Texas bank to the bank we are today by taking care of our customers today and into the future. That's our Prosperity Bank promise.
Every day we help kids navigate the realities of the world and make healthy, lifelong choices. Kids learn about alcohol, tobacco, and drugs in lots of ways, often from friends and siblings. While kids may hear lots of harmful information, parents do play a huge role in helping them make the right decision. Talking to your child, sitting down to a family meal at night just to discuss how their day went, or encouraging extracurricular activities can make all the difference.
Hello, I'm Dr. Sean Hamilton with Victoria Vein and Surgery Clinic. If you suffer from leg ache, cramping, swelling, bulging, or spider veins, we have solutions. Victoria Vein and Surgery Clinic is proud to offer our patients advanced, minimally invasive treatments for their varicose vein disease. My team and I have been providing state-of-the-art vein care to the Crossroads region for 15 years. We perform all procedures in our office with minimal downtime. Call today to schedule an evaluation and experience the many benefits that vein care can provide.
I'm John Zaczek with Prosperity Bank. Let us help you turn your business vision into reality with a Prosperity Commercial line of credit. We're committed to our customers today and into the future. That's our Prosperity Bank promise.
Good morning once again. Meteorologist Trey Mining here. Current time is 6:39, and looking at the cloudy skies, the partly cloudy skies throughout the region today. A few rain showers here and there. Warm front has moved to the north, bringing back more of a deeper tropical flow. You're definitely feeling that this morning in the foggy conditions and the very high humidities currently. Then moving to the north, and on its heels, here comes the front, moving through our area early in the morning on your Wednesday, almost this Saturday, but Wednesday, a few rain showers, maybe along the front, maybe it'll be exception rather than the rule. High pressure will ridge in temporarily, but it's not hanging around too long, making its way toward the east, coming up by Thursday, allowing the return flow of moisture again around the high pressure cell that will be to your east and bringing back the humidity and a slight rain chance coming up. So the cool spell will only be about 2 days long or so, and then the humidity will be increasing, cloud cover as well, and some more rain chances toward the end of the week. Yes, we do need the rainfall. We'll talk about the percentages on that and the temperatures exactly. little bit later on in the full forecast again this half hour. Carolina?
Just 5 Crossroads teams are left in the playoffs. Sports director Gino Perez has more.
Howdy Crossroads. There are 5 teams from the Crossroads area that are still in the state title hunt, and one of those teams is the Cuero Gobblers. A few weeks ago, the Gobblers had a hiccup against Salado and had to muster up a win in overtime. Since then, Cuero has dominated, and this week the Gobblers are playing a team with a record better than it in the Silsbee Tigers. The Tigers are a perfect 13-0. These two teams met in 2018 when Cuero won the state title, and the final for that one was 29-24. Mean Green coming out with the win in a close one. Cuero's quarterback Mason Notaro has scored 10 touchdowns in the past 2 seasons, and linebacker Sean Burks leads the state in tackles with 236. The Gobblers and Tigers will play in NRG Stadium Friday at 1:30. In the game of the week, 2 familiar foes are meeting for the 6th time in the past 4 seasons. In those years, the two have had 3 state titles combined. Those are the Shiner Comanches and the Refugio Bobcats. These 2 teams met earlier in the year, and Refugio won 38-27 and would go on to win the district title. But that won't matter if the Bobcats can't win their game Friday night. Shiner has won the past 2 matchups in the playoffs and are from its way back from a back-to-back state title win. The meeting last year in the regional finals was held here in Victoria, but this time it'll be in San Marcos in Rattler Stadium Friday night at 7. That's your 25 Sports Now.
We want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. Now on to the looming rail strike. President Biden stepping into the ongoing fight, calling on Congress to intervene and block a strike that could overwhelm our economy.
This morning, President Biden stepping into the ongoing rail labor negotiations, speaking directly to Congress, telling them to intervene.
The president has been very clear. Shutdown is unacceptable because of the impact that it would have on jobs and families and farms and businesses and communities just across the country.
A shutdown could cost the economy an estimated $2 billion per day and place a massive strain on the trucking industry.
Rail goes down, and then all the shippers are going to rely on trucks to get their product to store shelves. So all those Amazon packages, it's going to cost a lot more.
The American Trucking Associations, as well as more than 400 business groups, signing a letter to Congress saying we call on you to take immediate steps to prevent a national rail strike and the certain economic destruction that would follow. Experts say a strike could even affect the country's water supply.
A lot of chlorine is put on rail, goes to water supply facilities.
So far, 4 of the 12 railroad unions rejected a recent agreement with rail operators brokered by the Biden administration. It included a 14% wage increase that grows to 24% by 2024, 5 annual $1,000 bonuses, health benefit enhancements, and an additional personal leave day. But the main sticking point has been the amount of sick leave for rail workers. If a deal isn't reached or forced by Congress, a strike could begin after December 9th. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi responding, saying the House will take up legislation this week requiring railroad crews to work under the tentative agreement reached between unions and railroads in September. Now, if the House passes a deal, Democrats would need Republican support in the Senate to pass the bill. Ika Jachi, ABC News, Washington.
A small business owner here in Victoria had his trailer stolen. So far, no word on where it's at. David Ortiz owns a junk removal company here in Victoria and last week had his $8,000 trailer stolen from a job site. Ortiz went to pick up his trailer the next morning after a customer loaded it up with junk to be removed, and upon arrival it was nowhere to be seen. The thieves also stole from the job site, stealing tools and a catalytic converter. Ortiz has only been in business a few years and his company is still too small to have any full-time employees, so this is a big hit to his business.
It affects me quite a bit because, I'm trying to make extra income for my family and so forth, and that takes a big chunk out. I'm gonna have to buy another one later on, But here in Victoria, it's like it only happens in the bigger cities like Houston and so forth. I didn't realize it was going to happen here in Victoria.
Ortiz later received a call from someone threatening to give them threatening him to give them $500 for more information about his stolen trailer, but he didn't want to be extorted for money, so he's since turned it all over to the police. Ortiz is hopeful his trailer might be recovered, but if you see one around town with wooden 2x4s, it may just be his, and you should alert the authorities. The time is now 6:45 on your Tuesday morning. Still to come, Elon Musk claims Apple has threatened to withhold Twitter from its App Store. Time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Don Cheadle. The Marvel star is 58 today.
And comedian and America's Got Talent judge Howie Mandel is 67. Happy birthday. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, come to crossroadstoday.com, click on More and under Home. You'll see the KVU Submit Your Birthday.
And happy birthday if you're celebrating one today. The time is now 6:46 on your Tuesday morning. We'll be right back.
This is Todd. And this is Sarah.
She's leaving for Paris.
But this isn't your classic holiday rom-com. It's a Nissan Avantage.
Seriously?
Featuring the Nissan Rogue. And more standard power than a CR-V.
This is a love emergency.
Don't let true love or these offers get away.
Make no payments until February 2023 on Rogue.
A business property wasn't paying off.
I purchased it for my wife and my daughter for our salon.
You haven't been able to rent it. You haven't been able to sell it.
So was complaining about a leak next door
his water discharged on my property.
A way to fix his financial drain.
You have to show me damage.
What I can show you is that there was gross negligence.
Listen, Mr. Hamlet.
Yes, ma'am.
You think I'm an idiot?
Next, Judge Judy.
In this morning's GMA First Look, say goodbye to Cyber Monday and hello to Travel Tuesday.
This day is the absolute best to get a really good deal on all of your travel.
Southwest Airlines marking down its flights 30% for flights between January 10th and March 8th.
Last year, domestic travelers saved upwards of $300 on airfare.
New York to Rome, as low as $371 round trip in January, or even cheaper, New York to Aruba for $310.
Typically on Travel Deal Tuesday, we see about 50% more deals available than on Black Friday and about 30% more than Cyber Monday.
And it's not just airfare. Hotels and cruises are also on sale. And if you're looking for a big travel deal, we'll have all the expert tips you need to know coming up at 7 a.m. with your GMA First Look. I'm Rhiannon Alley, ABC News, New York.
Trying to control my asthma felt anything but normal. Enough was enough. I talked to an asthma specialist and found out my severe asthma is driven by eosinophils, a type of asthma Nucala can help control. Now, fewer asthma attacks and less oral steroids. That's my new normal with Nucala.
Nucala is a once-monthly add-on injection for severe eosinophilic asthma. Nucala is not for sudden breathing problems. Allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for swelling of face, mouth, tongue, or trouble breathing. Infections that can cause shingles have occurred. Don't stop steroids unless told by your doctor. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection. May cause headache, injection site reactions, back pain, and fatigue. Talk to your asthma specialist to see if once-monthly Nucala may be right for you. And learn about savings at Nucala.com.
There's more to your life than asthma. Find your new normal with Nucala.
And now for today's question of the day. 2/3 of people that give to charity do so because of this reason. Like us on Facebook, Crossroads Today. Post your guess to today's question, and we'll have the answer later on Sunrise. Trey, how's it looking out there?
Well, looking not too bad. Very warm on the outside, a little bit of patchy fog, and temperature is currently in the 70s and be at or above 80 degrees for the afternoon high today. But won't be lasting too much longer as the cold front comes down from the north. Gives us a cool down in the 50s coming up by 10 a.m. for your day tomorrow. So get your sweaters out again. Cloudy skies and maybe a rain shower here and there. Mostly cloudy throughout the day. Some clearing by later on in the day. The front moves through in the overnight. and gives us, well, a little bit of a chill down, not lasting too long. More on that here momentarily. 82 degrees today, 20 mile per hour winds and gusty, more than likely, so southerly winds. I said a rain shower here and there. And then we're taking a look at the overnight lows, 54 degrees, cloudy skies, and on the windy side, tomorrow, there it is, sunny skies, 64 degrees. Colder jacket will be a good recommendation for your day tomorrow, with the winds gusting at 30 miles per hour or higher potentially. Extended forecast, the cool snap only lasts 2 days, back up near 80 degrees by Friday into the weekend.
Elon Musk says Apple has threatened to pull Twitter from its App Store. The new Twitter owner made the claims in a series of tweets Monday. Musk says Apple didn't explain why, but the company has mostly stopped advertising on Twitter. Twitter has already been struggling since Musk took over. Removal from the App Store would be detrimental to the business. No response yet from Apple on Musk's claims. Leading us to your viewer poll, is Twitter over? Yes or no? Let's take a look at what y'all have said. Okay, 67% of you say no, it's not over. And 33% of you, that's a little bit more than the last half hour, say yes. Come to crossroadstoday.com/vote. You can also scan the QR code right there on your screen to take part. Luxury fashion house Balenciaga is suing the production company behind its spring 2023 ad campaign. At issue, a picture in the campaign that included paperwork about a Supreme Court ruling on child pornography. Balenciaga wants North 6 Incorporated set designer Nicolas Desjardins and his company to pay at least $25 million in damages. The campaign was supposed to replicate a corporate environment. One of the shots showed a messy desk. Balenciaga says the props in the shoot were supposed to be fake documents, but the clutter included a page from a real Supreme Court case about child pornography. Balenciaga says the image caused people to falsely associate its brand with, quote, the repulsive and deeply disturbing subject of the court decision. A lawyer for Desjardins said her client wasn't responsible for the image selection. North 6 said it didn't have creative input in the shoot. Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. U.S. Congressman Donald McEachin has died.
Are you ready to change your career path? Come join our sales team at the Victoria Television Group. Do you have a passion for customer service and sales? This is the right place for you. We offer great benefits, medical, dental, life, 401k, paid vacation, and much more. Call me and let me show you why the Victoria Television Group sales team is the right choice for you.
From Reno 911, Niecy Nash. And Niecy, you have the right to tell all, not everything.
This week on GMA, make a splash with the stars from one of the most anticipated movies of all time, Sigourney Weaver and Sam Worthington. Plus, don't forget about Mindy, live.
I'm not missing out on this.
This week on Good Morning America.
This Thanksgiving is going off exactly according to plan.
This holiday is never short on excitement.
Holly Sutton, last chance.
General Hospital on ABC.
A declining birth rate. More and more people are deciding not to have children.
We're not taking care of the people who are already here.
The procreation debate.
People that have the majority of the kids are the ones that shouldn't be having kids.
I'm grateful that I have the choice to be able to have as many children or as little children as I want.
We definitely need white babies. All these other races don't do nothing but destroy.
I think you've pretty much pissed off everybody. All new Dr. Phil.
ABC News is America's #1 news. #1 in the morning, #1 in the evening, the #1 news magazine on Friday nights, the #1 daytime talk show, and #1 in streaming news. ABC News, America's #1 news.
And now it's time for today's question of the day. 2/3 of people that give to charity do so because of this reason. Okay, Trey. Kenneth is saying family or religious tradition. Oh yeah. Melanie guesses they love helping others. Patricia says wanting to help those in need. Julie is saying an opportunity to show gratitude. Merritt says it makes him feel good. Tammy is guessing to give back to society in order to help others. So I was thinking all these very altruistic guesses as well, Trey.
All those are very good answers, but the
But
reason...
does it have to do with taxes?
No,
Okay.
no, not at all. No, don't worry about taxes. Worry about that later. The reason is because their friends and family also gave to these certain charities, so in turn they followed suit and gave to those same charities. That's how that works. And thank you for chiming in for the question of the day. We'll have another question of the day coming up tomorrow. Get your Wednesday started off right.
U.S. Congressman Donald McEachin has died. The Democrat from Virginia had colorectal cancer. McEachin was elected to represent the 4th Congressional District of Virginia in 2016. His office says it will remain open until a new representative is elected. McEachin is survived by his wife and 3 children. He was 61 years old. Police now say the remains of 4 infants were found in a South Boston apartment. The remains were initially found in a freezer in the apartment on November 17th, but Monday Boston police confirmed that a post-mortem examination was performed on 4 infants, 2 boys and 2 girls. The results of these autopsies still pending. No arrests are announced, and police have not said who called 911 initially. Homicide detectives say they are sharing very few details as the investigation is ongoing. Gas prices keep falling. AAA reports the average gas price in Victoria County is $2.78 per gallon. That's 7 cents less than a week ago, 34 cents than a month ago, and 14 cents less than a year ago. In Goliad County, it's $2.62 a gallon. That's 25 cents lower than the state average. The Victoria County Public Health Department is administering seasonal flu shots. You can get one on Tuesday or Thursday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. and on Thursday, additionally, from 1 to 5 p.m. It's at the Dr. Patty Dodson Public Health Center. It's $35. Medicare is accepted. You can call 361-578-6281, option 3 for more information. The DeWitt County Sheriff's Office has a severe staffing shortage. County commissioners formed a committee to revamp the salary pay schedule. The sheriff reported 8 of the 21 deputy positions were open and discussed incentive programs used by agencies statewide to combat staffing shortages. We want to invite you to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV. My connected TV too, but use your own. And you can find it on Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, and on your cell phone. Just search Crossroads Today Plus. Now let's go ahead and take a look at our viewer poll. Before we turn it over to Trey, we want to know, is Twitter over? Let's take a look. 66% of you say no, it's not. And 34% of you say yes, Twitter is over. Let's go to crossroadstoday.com/vote to keep taking part in our viewer poll, and you can also scan the QR code that was on your screen to take part. All right, Trey, let's get a look at that forecast.
Thank you, Carolina. Starting off with 70s, of course, near 80s by the afternoon time. Cooler for a day tomorrow after the front moves through. Cloudy skies, passing rain shower maybe throughout the Crossroads today. Nothing heavy or widespread, but the temperature is the big thing to look at over the next 24 hours or so affecting us. Highs in the 80s today, southerly winds, maybe passing rain shower. Overnight lows in the 50s, and highs tomorrow under sunny skies, drier conditions will be only in the mid-60s at best. And the short-lived little cool snap for Wednesday and Thursday, back up there 80 degrees on Friday. That'll take us through the weekend. Rain chances coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So this time tomorrow, Carolina, we'll be looking for our jackets and sweaters. Making a great day today, Carolina.
I needed gloves yesterday. Thank you, Trey. And thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful day. Come to crossroadstoday.com for more local news, weather, and sports. And join James, Karina, Don, Howie, and Gino for 25 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.